What's up? I'm Kate Whittaker, freelance producer and presenter, and I'm joined in lockdown with Youth Music to chat to some of my very good friends who are DJs and music producers about how they're coping in lockdown. Today I'm joined by the beautiful, wonderful George, and we're going to talk all about his music production. Hello!
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm not too bad. I'm just joined in my homemade studio right now. It's going well.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and the sort of music that you make?
Yeah, absolutely. So I make sort of hip hop and trap beats for mainly American rappers, but I work with like some UK rappers. Like I'm trying to develop my local scene in Stoke-on-Trent and Staffordshire. But like I work with New York artists, LA artists, Florida artists. You know, like as many people as I can really. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, you're also an editor in TV, haven't you? Which is amazing.
Exactly, that's my main profession, but I'm really trying to pursue the music, and like it's going decent. So like I've got a lot of songs coming out here and there, and yeah. Hopefully it'll pop up there. But mainly it's just the TV stuff like that can come right now, you know.
Yeah. How has your work kind of been affected by coronavirus then? Has it kind of taken a backseat, or are you managing to make music in lockdown?
So I'd say it's tough because I'd say art is like a reflection of real life. And if you're not living very much, which I feel like right now, like we're not really out doing anything. There's no real activity. A lot of it is just being stuck at home. Like even whether you're reading or you know, trying to watch TV or something, there's not a lot to bounce off. So it's tough, but I'm still making a lot of music. I'm still drawing inspiration from the past. Like I'm listening to a lot of music, and you know, like almost the stagnant nature of this time as well. Like you can kind of reflect off as well. Like a lot of my music's like fairly still. Like a lot of my music's fairly still anyway. It's very like ambient. It's very like quiet, calm. At least melodically, maybe not with the drums, but like, yeah. So I suppose it's a lot calmer, it's a lot stiller, but it is very tough to make music at this time, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And how, I suppose everyone's sort of saying that now is a really great time to kind of start making music because we have a lot of downtime. You can get a lot of free trials, which are great to take advantage of. So for someone looking to kind of get into music and making music, how would you even start going about producing tracks? So
I'd say there's a free version of FL Studio, which is like a digital audio workspace. That's like the terminology for just like a piece of software that will go on your computer. You can program drums on it. Like it's as simple as that. Or you can, you know, play some keyboard on it, and literally you can do that on the keys on your computer. Like it's as simple as that. And I really recommend just getting FL Studio, or if you've got on your Mac already, like GarageBand or something, just getting on there, trying something completely new, like maybe even just getting like an audio sample of like a song that you like, just throwing it in this software and just chopping it up, playing around with it, reversing it. You know, like if you've ever had any sound like in your past, like a piece of a game soundtrack, a film soundtrack, or something that you felt something from, I really recommend just throwing that in the software and just like playing around with it. And just that's like the hardest thing is to build momentum, like to make those first few steps. But if you just throw that in there and you realize that you can make something incredible, like so simply, then I think the ball will start rolling for you. And I really hope it does, honestly, because it happens. So,
yeah, that's really interesting because a lot of your tracks have so many, like you say, they're very ambient. They've got so many layers to them. How do you even? What is your own personal kind of creative process behind? Like, how do you sit and go, right, today I'm gonna make this really incredible tune?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key is to not think too much about it. And sometimes I'll listen to someone else's songs, or I'll listen to music that I'm trying to make, not imitate, but be inspired by, and you know, I'm trying to capture their style. But then I see all those layers, and I'm like, how could I possibly do that? And the truth is, I don't think anyone else could. I don't think anyone else could do what I do. But someone could have all the musical layers that they want in their own way, and it's just about, you know, just layering in the foundations, like the first sets of keys on a track, like I was saying, getting that bottom up feeling, and then just layering up. And the reason that it just sounds so unique is there's just an infinite amount of combinations of sounds you could like layer up, that it's like, it's impossible for me to replicate anyone else, and it's impossible for them to replicate my stuff as well. I mean, unless you're like literally going off a strict formula, as long as you follow, like, all I can say is like, if you follow your feeling in the sound, like if you just like try playing different keys, try playing different synths, and just play them out, you'll probably find something. As long as you follow your heart and what moves you, like, you'll probably find something pretty amazing, I reckon. I don't know.
That's amazing. And I guess just to kind of finish, how would you kind of, if you could give a top tip to someone listening that's like, I really want to produce some music, but I'm not really sure where to start, or if I'm even good enough, or what would you say to just kind of boost their confidence in just getting out there and putting stuff out there?
I'd say you don't really need any musical theory or anything. You just have to, the key is to know what you like and have like a certain amount of quality control, like a certain amount of like, just thinking back through your life, like, what do you really like? What is your taste? You know, what, like, as long as you do have a taste and you know what it is that makes you feel something, I think you're an artist at that point. Like, you know what you like, you can try and recreate that. Or further than that, if music's never satisfied you before, like fully, you know, you fully, it's done everything you wanted it to do, then fair enough, like, you can put that aside and you don't even have to make music, to be fair. But I feel like for most people, you'll listen to some music and you'll be like, okay, maybe this could be a bit different. Like, maybe I kind of like it if this was, you know, a bit, I don't know, if this string, if the high string over the top or something. And it's just about like knowing those differences in between music you love, but music you would love more. And that music you would love more is the music that you're going to make. Like, that is your artistry. Like, that's what you got to chase. Like, and then see if you can make it happen, because I believe it. I believe in you.
Yeah, you got to do what you love, and George believes in you. Thank you so much.
Full faith.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today, and we look forward to hearing so much more of your music very soon.
Appreciate it. Hey, loves the world.
Bye bye.
In a bit. All right, cool.